Once there was a man who had 3 sons, Tom, Bob, and Jack. Tom had gone to work with a man who made tables. When the year's work was over, the man gave him a magic table. If he said to it, "Be covered," when it at once became covered with nice food. Tom was very pleased. He went from one country to another, and he was always happy. On his journey he came to a house, and he said to the man of the house, "May I stay the night here?" The man said, "Yes, you may stay here, but I can't give you any food." Tom said, "Don't give me any food. You can eat with me." Then he put down his table and said, "Be covered." And the table was covered with nice food, and they sat down to eat. Now this man was a bad man. He thought, "I must have this boy's table. It will give me food." When Tom went to bed, the man took another table and put it in the place of the magic table. The next morning, Tom put the table on his back, and he walked toward his father's house. At noon he came to his father's house. "What have you been doing, my son?" he asked. "I have been making tables," answered Tom. "And what have you brought back with you from your journeys?"
Brought a table back home. The father said that the table wasn't very nicely. "It's a magic table," Tom said. "When I say be covered, at once it's covered with nice thing." So the father asked all his friends, but there was nothing happened. The poor Tom knew that the bad man had stolen his table. Bob was with a man who had a lot of donkeys. When the year was over, the man gave Lee a donkey. "It's a magic donkey," put a box and said, "Bicopy, the gold will be full of gold." Bob said the night at Batman's house.
When Bob had eaten his food, the man came and asked him for money, but there was nothing in Bob's coat. So he took a box and went out to the hunt. The man followed Bob and looked through a hole in the wall of the hunt. "I must have that donkey," the man thought. When Bob was asleep in bed, the man changed the magic donkey and put another in its place. In the morning, Bob took the donkey. He thought that it was his own. He came to his father's house. He told his father that he had brought the magic donkey from his journey. "When I say bric-a-brac, the donkey speaks gold," he said. All friends came. Then Bob brought his donkey and said bric-a-brac.
But no gold came. Poor Bob knew that the bad man had stolen his magic donkey. He wrote a letter to his brother Jack and told him about the magic donkey and the bad man. Jack was working with a man who got wood from the forest. When the year of work was over, the man said to Jack, "You have worked very hard, so I'll give you something. I'll give you this box. In the box there's a stick. Thank you for this beautiful box," said Jack, "but I don't want the stick. I want to put something prettier than that in this beautiful box. It is magic. It is a magic stick," said the man. "If any man is unlike or unjust to you, you must say, 'Stick out of the box.' Then the stick will jump out of the box and will begin to hit the man. But when you say 'Stick back into the box,' it will stop hitting men and go back into its box." Jack thanked him and took the box. On his journey he was never afraid of any man. Jack came at led to the house of the man who had taken the magic table and the magic donkey. He asked for some food. As he ate, Jack began to tell the man about all the things that he had seen on his juniors. "Do you know," said Jack, that there is a table that is covered with food, and there is a donkey that speaks God. I don't know where these things are now."
At last, Jack went to bed. After some time, the man comes to Jack's room. He wants to take Jack's box, but Jack wasn't asleep. He waits for the man and says, "Stick out of the box." Next, Jack takes the table and donkeys. Next morning, Jack takes those things go home. Then he come home. He tells his father that he bought a stick. Jack's father doesn't understand why he bought a stick. Jack says, "Stick out of the box again," and he said those things was taken by the bad man, but now he take them come back. For some time, brother and father tell them friend to see, and then they live happy ever after.